Here we're going to concentrate on Black Widow because apparently he dropped a little bit of a preview on Nerdrotic, and as usual, it's pretty stupid and silly, and he doesn't make many valid points. He has some legitimate points here and there scattered, but he's talking a lot of nonsense and misses the whole thing entirely, as I think I will show. But we'll let him babble on and then react to it. Obviously, as soon as the quote full video drops, I will try to do a fair-minded analysis. And it is fair-minded, despite what people think I'm not being as partisan as people believe. But let's hear him speak.
Of women are all trained and ready to take over their respective parts of the world. Our heroes defeated and the free will of the world at Dracov's fingertips. Or Kang's, I guess. But there's one thing Dracov didn't count on.
What are you going to do?
Sever the nerve.
No. Okay, let me explain. I swear to God, this is gonna make all the men squeam. Though I do honestly think the context I provide is only gonna make things worse, but let's give it a shot. The big subversion being run by Dracov in this big ol' boss battle is that no Black Widow can attack him because if they smell him, they are mind-controlled into not hurting him. Like, they can kill him at a distance, but if they get close, they will smell him and then they can't kill him. His pungent aura protects him from Black Widows. No, I'm serious. This is the movie. You aren't allowed to smell him if you want to kill him.
Obviously, he's looking at one of the weakest parts of Black Widow, which is the nose stupidity with her at the end. This is going to try to be not spoilerish, but we can't entirely avoid spoilers. But essentially, the major evil is Dracov, and he has this safety system of having pheromones to block the Black Widows. Apparently, if they smell him, they can't kill him or whatever. And he's having a laughable thing about, oh my God, this is so stupid and silly. And he's keep asking this, why? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing it? Well, if he actually knew film as he alleges he does, and knew 80s cinema as he alleges he does but doesn't, this to me is pretty obvious. And the tack to take here would actually be to attack the writer. Jones is confronted by RoboCop. The RoboCop freezes and is disabled because Dick Jones introduced a hidden program which basically forces the RoboCop to shut down if it tries to take on basically a high-ranking member in the corporation that created RoboCop. And it was a very clever twist for that time period. Now, the problem is, of course, Natasha is not a robot. She's not an android, even though the Black Widows are basically programmed like machines. And, of course, they want to avoid a lawsuit, so they can't steal the whole thing entirely, so they're just coming up with the parallels. I don't understand this. I don't understand the scene at all. Well, of course not, you idiot. You're not a real film historian. You're not a real film analyst. They're just stealing RoboCop. Maybe it's homage. Maybe it's just a theft, but that's where it's coming from. He did a video on Captain Marvel, but just didn't even analyze the writer because he's very lazy and doesn't do any research. But if he had done his homework, he would have picked up, hey, it's the same writer as Captain Marvel, which he also criticized. They're getting very, very lazy, and they just hired a bad feminist writer who doesn't know anything about comics. Perhaps it's a male writer, because Black Widow had several writers, and if he had done his homework properly, he would have found this out. But, of course, he's not going to do his homework. Oh, I wonder why this is big plot hole. I wonder why. They're hiring a lot of hack writers for political reasons. I expect the video is going to be mostly this nonsense, but, I'll give it a try. But so far, this is the best he's going to come up with. Boy, he's really gotten even more lazy than usual. Garbage writer commenting on another garbage writer, producing more garbage for his idiotic, moronic zombie followers who think every word of his is the word of God. But we'll see. Maybe he's going to actually have something substantive to say for once. I don't know, in the last 6 years since he started babbling online.